I flinched and my key turned off.
Yeah, it scared the shit out of us.
Welcome back to trying to get the Ls S10 started. If you guys do not follow me on Instagram, you guys should follow me on Instagram because I always give you guys like little what's going on behind the scenes, what's actually happening, stuff that I don't always film. I spent the other night just all night out here trying to figure out why this thing wouldn't start. And what I actually found out was the day that we were filming when I said maybe I'll swap the harness and maybe whatever, Chris was here. We couldn't figure out what was happening. We overlooked it, and what really happened was there's two fuses in this truck that are labeled ECM. They're both red and they're both right beside each other. And basically what happened was when I was checking fuses, I must have checked that fuse twice. Instead of pulling out ECM1 and ECMB, I pulled out ECMB and then I pulled out ECMB again by mistake, I guess, because I thought I checked them all. I thought they were all fine. And then I came out here the other night, I was going over everything, trying to figure out like what the heck was wrong with the wiring. I replaced some wires that I thought could be blowing fuses. I did a bunch of stuff, because I ended up finding ECM1 fuse was popped. I thought maybe I got some of the junctions wrong or I had something plugged in backwards. What turns out is the problem is that I had a 91 S10 when I lived in BC, and that's what I was trying to do the LS swap in originally. I sold it. This truck's an 87. I was advised, not by Current Performance Wiring, that the wiring was the same and there would be no problems, but it turns out that there's a big difference in the wiring. Not that big, but like it's not exactly the same. Between a 91 and an 87 S10. Right here, this little junction goes right through the firewall. This goes right to the fuse box on the inside of the truck. And in pin C2, there is the wrong wire going into the fuse. It's basically just grounding out the fuse and blowing it, I think, if I understand. And so the fuse it's blowing is responsible for the fuel pump, which is good because we were trying to like put our fuel pump on a switch because we thought it wasn't working. So that's responsible for the fuel pump and the ignition probably. So if we can get spark and fuel going, because obviously like the injectors weren't squirting, the fuel pump wasn't priming, and the spark plugs weren't sparking. That was all the problems we were having should be solved by that fuse. Now that you guys are up to speed, I basically thought I was gonna have to redo a bunch of this harness, but what ended up happening was Current said, cut the wire that's going to pin C2, that should stop the fuse from blowing, and then find the pink wire on the connector we have on the passenger side, get voltage to it, and see if it starts. So this morning, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna just tape him up because I'm not entirely sure what his vibe is. I'm pretty sure he's just a ground, but... Ignore the janky battery setup. There's no... The battery thing is on like the fender, on the inside of the fender. So you don't have a fender, you have nowhere to put your battery. So that's what we're doing. Normally, this fuse blows the second this key turns. Nice. My gas gauge is working, bro. Okay, so the pump never came on, but that fixes the fuse problem. So let's try and knock these out one by one. Now, I don't know if the pump is gonna come on when we put power to the other side, or I don't know if the pump is gonna come on when I turn the key. I'm assuming it's this guy, because this is the only real plug. The rest of them are already plugged in. I pulled the pink wire out of this connector and then I taped an ignition wire. Basically just this goes right to the fuse for the radio, so when you turn the switch, that comes on. The fuel pump came on for the first time ever with no other switch. That gives me hope that something else might work. And if that thing that I just powered is supposed to power all of the ignition, that means we should get spark and we should get fuel. So I'm gonna go out on a limb. We're gonna dive right into this. This is a full send or no send little moment. Are you ready? You bastard. Normally I feel like I wouldn't keep you guys up to date on every little wiring detail that's happening, but that's kind of the theme of this video. Something cool, can you put the key in and press the pedal? Okay, ready? Courtney's got the the electric pedal in there. Check this out. Give it some gas. Oh, it works. That's hot. So it never used to work. When me and Chris were doing this other night, it wasn't working, which means we're again one step closer. And then I just checked all the pink wires, which are like the 12-volt ignition wires. I have 12 volts when the key's on. I have 12 volts while cranking to all the coils, but not the injectors.
So what are you trying to do?
Okay, so he says that because I'm losing power when I'm cranking it, that means that whatever I put this ignition source to loses power when you crank it. So your radio, you know how your radio shuts off when you start the car? Like, you can turn the key, your radio comes on, and then when you start it, your radio like stalls for a sec.
Yeah.
So it's basically not giving it ignition, or it's not giving my injectors power because it's stalling. So I needed to find a fuse that doesn't stall when you turn the key. What is wrong with my lock right now? Everything's shifted. What's happening here? Hey, thank you. 12 volts right now. Can you turn the key?
Ready?
Yep. Okay, that's good. We got 12 volts when you crank it. I was literally just freaking out because I was like, we have voltage, we have everything. Everything is fine, but it will not start. And Chris told me that you guys have been commenting it in the videos, and obviously I was ignoring it. And I was reading something somewhere, and someone said, did you get rid of your VATS? And I kept seeing it, but like I didn't really like, it didn't register with me because I'm like, I don't have VATS. I don't know, I've never heard the word, so I'm like, I don't have VATS, whatever. I had VATS. We hope.
We both never heard of it before.
No, and this is we've done engine swaps before. This is the first one where this is a thing. It's our first LS swap, so what are you gonna do, right? But like we didn't know it was a thing. So the other day, after like 3 hours of me trying to figure out why nothing was happening, I found out about VATS. I made a couple phone calls, and it's now 3 days later, and we got our package, which will hopefully, if this doesn't make a start, dude, we have some serious problems.
I'm leaving.
Oh, why?
This is the best, dude.
Oh my god, dude, it's so cute and little.
Baby.
The website makes it look so much bigger than this. Do a good feel around?
Yeah, we'll get it in there.
All right. So basically what happened was I called Nick, who's gonna be doing our tuning for this truck, and he was like, you can get, basically to tune LS is something that people use is this HP tuners thing. It's a credit-based system. You have to buy credit. It's like my ECU tech for the BRZ. So to tune my truck, you gotta buy like 2 credits. But if I bought them with Nick's, then I can only ever use his unless I buy 2 more credits again. So I just bought one, same thing with the BRZ. We'll just, anywhere we get it tuned, we can bring this and do it. And I have no idea. I haven't watched any videos on how to do this yet. We're just gonna plug it in and literally hit clear VATS, and then hopefully it starts. And we're not even tuning it. Nothing's even changed. There's no need, like this is like a purchase that we won't even use till the future, but we have it.
But
so
we're gonna use it to get it started.
I hope.
Hopefully.
Like if we just spent however much that was and it still doesn't start, I'm gonna be a sad boy.
We good.
I'm gonna be a sad boy.
Saturday. Everything's gonna go smooth.
Thankfully, JRP had a million of these things in stock, so I literally just like called them, ordered one right away. We got it here in time to keep this video rolling for you guys. And from what I understand, it literally should just be like the BRZ. Is that what you're reading? Like it should be like you plug it in, you can access stuff on your computer, you can do whatever tuning. It's like anything else. It's like the Honda, it's like everything except it just plugs into your OBD2 port instead of being in your ECU.
Yeah, so we're gonna need your laptop.
It's okay, it's in the Civic. No turd.
We might take all day just loading that thing.
I hate this thing.
This is gonna make our day so much harder. We got the tuner synced up to the laptop. We got the program and everything downloaded. Robbie registered his stuff, so all the goods are ready to go. And now we're gonna basically plug her in and see what happens.
Yeah.
We really don't know what we're doing.
Oh, you know what? We could probably do this right here because my OBD port is just chilling in here. There, plug her in.
Yeah, beautiful.
Okay, now what? That doesn't tell us now what?
No.
It just says now you're good to go?
We're on our own now, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So now we gotta find the VATS.
2007 GMC Sierra, 1500, 4-liter V8. There's my VIN. Someone tell me how this engine came out of this truck. Watch this be like written off for frontal accident.
You ready for this, buddy?
2 minutes!
Yeah, well, that's because of this guy.
Am I ready? Dude, I don't know.
Buddy, we're about to bypass the VATS, and then
I just want it to start. If it doesn't start, I'm actually gonna cry tears. I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, we're gonna disable VATS patch 1 and disable VATS patch 2. Because nobody wants VATS. Yep. Disable? Okay, so now we're gonna write it. Oh, much faster than download. Ah, yes. I would like to save changes. You know how many times I've done this?
Buddy, that's a good sign. The sun's out. I think we're feeling nothing but good vibes today. Batteries on the recycling bin. We're good.
Battery's still here.
I feel like you just gotta crank it. Give it to him.
I'm actually nervous.
Give it to him straight. Let's go. Give her the beans.
Buddy, I was just about to say I smell gas. I turned the key back and then I turned it forwards and I was gonna be like, yo, I smell gas, but I cranked it too soon. And then I heard ba ba ba.
Buddy, are you ready to blow your ears out?
Sorry,
we didn't know.
So when we were hitting right, ooh, do you smell that?
Yeah.
It smells like a barn find if I've ever smelled one. When we were hitting right calibration instead of right entire. And when I say right, I mean like writing the ECU, like rewriting it. I don't know why that's even an option if it doesn't work. Right calibration.
I don't know.
And we needed to write entire. So we're over here doing stupid stuff. All we had to do was click the other button.
We're learning.
It's gonna go. Damn it. And it's gonna be loud and I'm gonna be freaking excited. Are you ready? Now is where it gets to like, it could be fuel pressure because it's not getting enough pressure, so it's not, but it should still be trying. Mm-hmm. We're on the right track. Now we just gotta figure out what the heck is wrong.
Okay. So basically, we needed to get some fuel pressure going, and this guy just happened to have a fuel pump laying around. So we ripped the box off. He's swapping her in now.
I'm 99% sure this will get it going.
Are you gonna be able to get that hose over the PP though?
That's where I struggle. I do struggle with hoses and PPs. All right, that's grounded. Chris is just tightening the rest of the stuff up. We're obviously just gonna leave the bed off for now in case we need anything else. To be honest, dude, like, in the garage is kind of hard, but this thing does look super sick without a bed on it.
Just give her.
I didn't hear it pump. Did you?
I don't want to hear you tell me that you didn't hear it pump. She definitely was pumping.
I heard like the and then you're just like, oh, I gotta go. Why are we having so many fuel problems today?
Okay.
No wonder, the pee-pee slipped.
What's the news?
Okay, so you guys that have ever done fuel pumps, you know that a fuel pump basically looks like a fuel pump. I just went and I have like a collection of parts, obviously, for stuff that I've done in the past. And I thought I pulled the AEM pump because we had the AEM box, but it turns out I don't know what pump we pulled because this one that I just went and found is the AEM pump. I think we probably put a stock Civic or stock 240 pump in here, so it was better than nothing. It was better than the 5 PSI. So I Googled it, and this engine's stock flow is 255. This is 340. So if this doesn't get it started, I don't know what's gonna get it started. We're just having one of those days where I don't know what's gonna happen here, but this is just like I said in the other video. You guys always ask how we know how to do this. We don't. We literally are learning right now. So the fact that we try stuff and fail, we're not like all the other channels where like everything just works perfectly the first time, is because we're trying to learn how to do this as we're doing it. We don't actually know what we're doing. Okay, I'm gonna ground this, and then can you put the battery on and we can give it a test squirt?
Okay, we get it.
Quick little crank here.
Squirt, squirt. Yep.
Okay, we're good. That was a good stream. That was a nice thick stream. Holy smokes, dude. This has been all day. The problem with today was that we thought
we just needed the tuner.
Would plug the tuner in and our day would be done. So mentally, we weren't prepared to solve all these problems today. Do we just try it?
Yeah, we just try it. It either works or it doesn't at this point.
Okay.
And 10 minutes till dinner.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So here we go.
Are you ready? That fuel line torqued. Did you see it?
Yep.
Oh, I flinched and my key turned off.
Yeah, it scared the shit out of us. We both jumped, shit our pants.
It was so aggressive. Okay, so it worked, and then I went, whoa, and I backed the key.
Yeah.
My heart rate is just extremely high. I want to see what the RPMs are at, because it's gonna sound like it's at 5,000, but I want to know it's not more than...
Yeah.
All right, this is taking forever to get its stuff together, so we're gonna roll this thing outside just because it showed promise of starting, and do it somewhere where it's not gonna be, one, as potent to smell, and two, as loud. Like right here is probably perfect. I'm nervous now because I know it might go.
I'm excited.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That was close. You see me get my gas pedal going?
Yeah. Drop soon probably. But yeah. Buddy, are you stoked or what?
Oh,
Bud.
I just feel so good.
That is
you know, half the
success.
pressure of like YouTube is like the whole time it's not working, I'm like, if this doesn't work, the video sucks.
100%.
So like aside from us just wanting it to work, we also need it to work.
At least 50% of the
At
time.
least start. So I had to give it a little juice to make it idle, obviously. I guess like whatever hasn't ran it forever, there's probably just no...
Yep.
But it fired up, and then after I cranked it a couple times, that like, look, you can see where my max was. I'd only ever hit like 2,700 RPM. I don't even know if they could see that because we're outside, but... And for some reason the drive shaft's going ham in park. Okay, buddy, you want to fire it up one more time just to make sure she fires up?
You're damn right.
A cold start 1600? Buddy. Yeah, see, because we have to protect all these things too, remember? Like, we were super worried about this.
Yeah.
I'm honestly just gonna yank this one for now. It's only been like 10 seconds, but I ain't trying to melt these off first day. Dude, it runs though. Like, I wanted it to run and do its thing. A million things aren't plugged in. Everything's sloppily everywhere. So like, we can't run it forever. We gotta put fluid. We gotta get it to the point where we can run it and do the transmission fluid, because like that's a real big priority, because it's not full. And we need to put it in neutral and run it and add fluid and check the oil and whatever, but it's smoking, the headers are burning. Oh, I'm just so excited.
You should be.
Well, at this point is what, like 6 o'clock, past 6 o'clock? We thought we'd come out here and film this quick this morning and have a nice day off. So the girls are in the window, been begging us to come inside and eat forever. So realistically, like a couple more videos and we should be able to drive it.
1 or 2.
Just depends how things go. But
I'm just so stoked.
It runs.
I'm just so stoked.
I'm so excited to just light this thing up.
Man, I just want to swap
so
an LS
fun.
now. You got me all excited. I'm like, oh boy. LS in the 32?
LS Skyline.
LS Skyline? I don't know. LSD21 maybe.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be sick. All right, we're gonna go eat dinner. I'm so like, I need to get fresh air, dude. I feel good out here. In there, just killed my brain. All right, peace.
And stay committed, guys. I got you.